Okay, guys, so I can't stop thinking about tomorrow's debate. Oh my god. I don't think. Do, do you ever get that feeling that we're witnessing history? You know, sometimes I wonder if history is only history in retrospect. Because it's so hard to truly grasp and appreciate the significance of what's happening in the present moment. And maybe it's only decades from now when people look back on certain periods in history that it can be understood and perceived as a historical moment. Are we witnessing history? That phrase, history, that something very significant is happening right now. It's a big moment. I mean, every now and again I'll just be thinking, and the very thought that Donald Trump is gonna be the next president of the United States, like that's sort of a surreal thought. Because think about who Donald. I mean, no one thought Donald Trump was gonna be this close to winning the election 1 year ago. 1 year ago, everybody laughed and they wrote him off forever. Only in the past 3 weeks to a month have people accepted that he may very well be the president of the United States, which is really fucking surreal. And sometimes the surrealness of Donald Trump, of all people, this former reality TV star, this seemingly arrogant guy who has a loud mouth and insults women and
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs. Your Twitter account
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
and insults people and says all these politically incorrect things to all his male opponents at the debates.
Well, let me just, he wants to be a tough guy, and it doesn't work very well with
How tough is it to take property from an elderly woman?
Let me talk. Quiet.
How tough?
A lot of times.
Who would have ever thought this guy would be president? It strikes me as super surreal. Like, is it really true that Donald Trump is going to be the next president of the United States? It's almost hard to believe. And sometimes you look at Donald Trump and you see his performance at the old debates and the way that he just went up against the political establishment, calling out the lies of the Iraq War, calling out the corporations and the lobbyists. This guy seems like a populist hero. A populist hero. And it's strange to me that sometimes I can't fully grasp the times that we're living in right now. And sometimes I wonder, like, are we living in historical times? And if we are, boy, you better be living in the present moment so you can soak in every fucking ounce of this experience. Because I do believe that you are alive in a great time period. Great things are happening. And I've said it before, Donald Trump is just an effect. He's a symptom. It's not about worshiping Donald Trump. He's just the figurehead. He's said it before in countless speeches. He says, folks, I'm just a messenger. Trump is not the cause of change. He's the effect of change. Trump is not going to go in there and do everything for us and make the country great for us because we just want Trump to run our lives for us. No. Trump is being lifted up by a huge crowd of supporters who are carrying him to the White House. Trump is a representative of a growing and awakening group of people. So I think that the paradigm shift has already happened. I believe Donald Trump is going to win in November. And if he wins, that means that pretty much the tides have already changed in this country. People are ready for something different. And they're ready for real fucking change. Not this Democrat-Republican false illusion of choice change, where you think if you vote for this guy over that guy, Democrat over Republican, or Republican over Democrat, because there's an illusion of difference, you're sold false change. This is real change. I mean, unless Donald Trump, and I always leave this nuance, there's 5% possibility that Donald Trump is a plant for the fucking Illuminati. Not literally, but you see my point, that maybe he's just a shill for the powers that be, and they purposely put some loudmouth, brazen guy, anti-PC guy in there, so we, the average voter who's disenfranchised by the voting system and realize it's all a scam for the past few decades, so that we put our faith back into the system by voting. Is that a possibility? Is Donald Trump a shill for the powers that be? I don't know. I don't think so. I give it like a 95% chance Trump is the real deal. But the point is that I do believe we are living in historic times, guys. And boy, oh boy, tomorrow we are going to witness history. And yes, I said his story, because the feminist witch Hillary Clinton is not going to get her way and her story, because she's probably going to fucking faint like the feminist fraud she is. I mean, for God's sakes, the first female presidential candidate of one of the major parties, and she's a feminist fraud witch. This is not a coincidence, guys. She's sick, she's dying, she's corrupt, everything that feminism is. So this is just me channeling my pre-debate hype. Are we witnessing history? I think so. So live in the present moment and soak it all in, baby.
When democratic policies fail, you're racist, you're racist, you're racist. They keep saying it. It's the last refuge of the discredited Democrat politician.